Excuse me. What is up, guys? Welcome. Crip no fud. Oh man, let's jump right into this, guys. What a freaking day we're having. What a freaking day. And let's jump right into this, guys. TJ, what's going on? Hope you're surviving out there, bro. It is a shit show out there right now. We're gonna go through everything. Cheers. Definitely have my glass of rum. Definitely got to drink some rum today with all this BS that's going on in the markets. Flip, holding my beer. My boy Flip, I know, is ready to just let it out. He's going to be like, I told you guys. I told you. Oh, what a freaking day today right now. What a day. We're going to go through Twitter. We're going to be on Twitter probably most of the time today. We're going to be going through everything with Elon and obviously with Trump right now, because if you guys are living under a rock, I actually dropped this in the Discord this morning. Not this morning, but probably like 4 hours ago. I said that there was some shit going on with Trump and Elon, and we were probably going to see some movement towards the downside, and that's exactly what we've seen. I actually opened up a short earlier, sold a little while ago. And did pretty well on the short. I'm kind of contemplating if I should open up a long right now or if I should just stay out of the market, because things are absolutely just unpredictable right now. This has nothing to do with TA today, guys. This has nothing to do with anything right now other than what's going on in the markets as far as the drama between the U.S. president and Elon Musk and everything that's going along with it. On top of that, tomorrow we do have some macro stuff. We have unemployment, non-farm payrolls dropping tomorrow morning. So that'll be just on top of everything else. Hopefully we see some good numbers come out. So let's just jump into this right now, guys. So if you guys obviously living under a rock right now, Bitcoin saw a massive drop today. We were around 106 as of earlier. And I mean like earlier this morning, the markets were about to drop or about to open up. S&P futures were freaking going crazy. S&P futures jumped up to 6,000. Bitcoin jumped up to about 106, right there at 105,975. And then the markets opened up, and it just seemed like it was just like we were on the it was like a start from there, and it was just going to be a shit show all day today. And that's exactly what we've seen, right? Since we pretty much opened up, it has been nothing but downward movement as of now. Again, I'm thinking a lot of this has to do with Elon and Trump going back at it. A lot of stuff Elon's been dropping on Twitter has a lot of people just kind of sitting there like, holy shit, where's the popcorn, right? On top of that, I did see an article earlier that Trump was trying to, during, I think before a lot of this dropped, was basically saying that he had come to some kind of an agreement or deal with China with the tariffs. And you can see everybody's like, who gives a shit about that? Who freaking cares about that right now, right? Craig said, yo, whose portfolio is crashing like the Princess Diana's limo? I think all of ours are, bro. All of ours. If you really look at this freaking, I mean, this right here tells you the daily. look at this right now. Farcoin's up 7% because Farcoin was down 25% earlier. As of today, it had a little bit of a recovery, but I mean, everything across the board right now is absolutely getting decimated. And you know what? Probably not a bad time to be shopping, in my opinion. Probably not a bad time. If history plays itself out, shit like this, where it has nothing to do with like the markets and the market is just overreacting, a lot of times this stuff will blow over and you're going to look back and you're going to see some kind of a V-shaped recovery, and you're going to be like, holy crap, I could have bought, fill in the blank at a certain price, that maybe you thought that you weren't going to get. So maybe right now, I'm not sitting here and I'm not encouraging anybody to go out and, buy right now, because obviously, like I said, I'm on the fence. I closed my short, but I'm on the fence of like, should I open up a long? Should I reopen a short? Right? We have the Asian market that's going to be opening up soon. Europe, that whole side of the world, they're going to be getting wind of, I'm sure a lot of them already know, but people that are going to be waking up, their markets are going to be opening up soon. I'm sure they're going to get wind of everything that's going on over here in the States, and who knows if they're going to be piling on to that. So Craig said, is Elon and Trump doing this on purpose is the question. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that right now. A lot of people are saying that this is all orchestrated on purpose. But I mean, look at this. And I feel bad even like sharing this, but I mean, we're going to go through Elon's Twitter right now, right? And you can see right now, I mean, he just posted a video
of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
We're going to get great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests, among them the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the footage.
Now, the only thing I'll say is I guarantee there is freaking you could be on the left, you can be on the right. I guarantee everybody. I mean, he's partying, he's having a good time. Doesn't necessarily mean he's involved with any of that stuff, right? So, I mean, it's just this is what Elon's posting right now. But this isn't even the reason why the market is taking a shit. This is part of it. But you have Elon also saying, let's see here. This is why Elon's flipping out right here. So Donald Trump posted earlier, he said the easiest way to save money on our budgets, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. This is why Elon's flipping ape shit, because basically Trump's eliminating that tax, or not the tax, but incentive for anybody that's buying electric cars. You get like an incentive off of buying the electric cars, right? Each car gets one incentive, right? So it's and basically it saves you. I forget what it is. It's like $5,000 or something like that. You guys can let me know. I always forget what it is, but basically he's eliminating that, and yeah, he's pissed. Elon's pissed right now. But I'm looking for where it said Elon basically was out putting stuff out there saying that like this right here: Congress is spinning America into bankruptcy. He was basically saying a lot of other stuff in regards to a recession coming. A guaranteed recession's coming in the next few months. Looking to see where all this stuff is. But I mean, basically, he's been cooking as of the last few hours. I mean, non-stop, just attacks on attacks on attacks. So, I mean, this is insane right here. Look at this flip. You can actually go on and vote. Who do you think's right here, Elon or Trump? Right? That'll put you in a strong, because not saying you flip, but I'm saying the left, they hate Trump and they hate Elon, right? So they're just sitting here enjoying all this. So, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty much why we're seeing the markets. Make sure you guys hit that like real quick. Everybody slap the like. Slap that like real quick. But this is why we're seeing the markets pretty much taking a absolute shit right now. On top of that, I'm just looking, there's just like so much stuff. On top of that, James Wynn got liquidated again today. This was the whale that's basically been going crazy on leverage trading. Lost $100 million today, lost another $25 million getting liquidated. I mean, he's been indicating that the market's been coming after him. I think right now he's kind of getting it that it's not him. No one gives a shit about him, right? I mean, shout out to the guy, right? He's going against the going against the market as far as trying to pump Bitcoin, but at the same time, no one really cares. The market doesn't really care about this guy right here. You can see the market, is moving off of shit like this that's going on. So it's just absolute craziness today. Craig said they went nuts, but Trump stopped replying first. Shad, what's going on, brother? What is going on? So, I guess we'll do a little bit of TA, right? Let's do a little TA, but, we're like 1 tweet away from the market either skyrocketing or freaking taking a shit right now. So, it really doesn't matter as far as like TA and stuff like that. So, if you zoom out a little bit, we were basically in this downward channel that a lot of us were anticipating that was going to break towards the upside. You can see we pretty much have broke towards the downside, obviously, given, what we were just talking about. So far, the bottom has been at around 100,500 for right now. This is pretty much the lowest point that we've seen since the beginning of May. So you're talking about a little over a month we haven't seen. It's been about 5 weeks since we've been down to these lower numbers. You can see a potential V-shaped recovery possibly happening. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're not going to see any kind of a recovery instantly until I think a lot of this shit blows over. Again, tomorrow we have unemployment numbers dropping. If we can get Elon and Trump to just shut the F up, right, and just kind of like handle their shit on the sidelines and not in front of the world stage, I think the markets will kind of get back to what we were doing. Tesla down 15% today. That's another thing too, is I think Elon is flipping ape shit mad because of these about Trump getting rid of those incentives on EVs. And you can see even before Elon was going crazy, Tesla was already down 10-12% just off of that news. And then it actually at some point was down about 15-16%. S&P, NASDAQ, Dow Jones all turned red. Even the freaking dollar went into red. So, there's nothing really saved. The euro off the Forex is up slightly, obviously, because our dollar is down. Silver not having a bad day, and oil is slightly up today as well. But you can see across the board, nothing but red, red, red. Meme coins right now are absolutely cooked for right now. Which, like I said, if you're looking at it as an investing kind of stance, you might be given, an opportunity. Remember last time I said this, guys? Last time I said this, the market was not in this same situation with the bullshit, but we were in a downward move. Bitcoin was at 70-something thousand, and alts, meme coins were down 90%. And what did I say? I said this right here is probably going to be an opportunity, not financial advice. And what happened a few weeks later? Meme coins ran up hundreds and hundreds of percent right after that. Now, they have retraced since then slightly, but, when you see stuff like this where you're getting dramatic moves today, right? You have, all these meme coins, Myro's down 13, almost 14%, down to 1.9 cents. Moonpig down to 1.9 cents. You have Win down 12%. Call down to, I might end up jumping in on Call. I've been waiting for that. Maniki absolutely decimated right now. Fartcoin, like I said, Fartcoin's up about 9%, but don't get it confused. Fartcoin has taken a fart in the last few days for whatever reason. It's been down like crazy, down 40% from its high in the last few days. So Fartcoin still getting hit as well. No pun intended on that. So like I keep saying, pick your your meme coin, your alt right now, and pretty much right now probably is not a bad time, in my opinion, to be accumulating. In my opinion, right now, do I think that maybe we could see some more pain? Potentially, but remember, this is just off of drama that's going on, right? Off of some stupid shit. It has nothing to do with macro, has nothing to do with the market, right? This is the kind of time frame that we're in right now. We've been kind of rallying off of tweets. We've been rallying off of like good news coming from the tariffs, but it hasn't really been anything solid. So, you knew that something like this could come easily, where not necessarily Elon and Trump fighting, but just a bad, someone high up that can move markets starts tweeting or whatever the case is, can move the markets. And that's exactly what we pretty much have seen today. But what I'm getting to is we've seen this before, the markets can rebound, right? The markets can rebound quickly. So we'll see how this plays out. I kind of want to open up a long, but I'm just like, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I'm late to the party here, or we're hitting a spot right now for Bitcoin that's a big support, is resistance at around 101.6. You can see as of now, we're on the 30-minute. We've come up. We've pretty much hit our head on there, and we're kind of getting rejected as of now, but you can see it a little better here. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go crazy because like today's been so wacky for me. I've had some good runs where I've picked up some good shorts. And I've also had some bad moves as well. So I'm just reading the chat. Shad said, bro, there's an H and S on the daily. I mean, when you really look at the daily, it doesn't look as bad. It really doesn't. Now, I've been saying this for the last few weeks on the MACD that we have been kind of bearish on the MACD regardless of whatever's been going on today, right? But you can see, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know right now. You know, like it's like I said, we're in this like kind of messed up time where you could sit here and look at TA all day, but if we're gonna continue to get like tweets and you know shit, you know, who knows what Trump's about to reply with Elon and stuff like that. Who knows where the market's gonna come? Honestly, it looks like we might be getting a V shape. It looks like you guys can see on the 30-minute, or this is a 15-minute, where we were getting rejected. As of now, it looks like it's battling. We're trying to find that spot as some support for right now. So we'll see. I might end up opening up a position live here with you guys. This is stuff I do on our members only stream normally. We'll see how this plays out. Like I said, this really has nothing to do with like, you know, anything. This is just like freaking Elon and Trump really scaring the markets right now. See if there's anything new. Let's go to Elon's Twitter. Nothing. Someone got to Elon. We're like, bro, just can you pause for a little while? Like, Tesla's down so bad. Can you please pause for a little while? As far as like crypto news for today, other than all that BS, let's see here. Circle IPO debuted strong as Circle gains over 120% on day one. This has been actually competing with Coinbase. So Circle's internet group, the issuer for USDC stablecoin, launched its long-awaited initial public offering in late May, and shares soared to its trading debut on June 5th, which was today. Circle upsized the deal and priced 34 million shares at $31 each, raising about $1.1 billion. The company was valued at $6.8 billion before trading began, or roughly $8 billion on a fully diluted basis. Circle was originally planned a smaller offering of 24 million shares in the $24 to $26 range, later raised to $27 or $28, but strong demand drove the final size and price above those ranges. So a hot start. Circle stock began trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker CRCL on June 5th. The debut saw a surge and price with shares opening up around $69.50, up 124% from the $31 IPO price, and traded as high as $103. This share gain signals strong investors' appetite for a crypto firm listing. So they're comparing this to Coinbase's 2021 debut on the stock market. I mean, this is great because this Circle internet group is the people that run USDC, right? So this just giving them more backing for that stable coin, right? So I mean, obviously that's exactly what we want to see. You always hear news about when things get bad about Tether, you know, potentially going, you know, down and stuff like that, or they don't have one-to-one backing. Well, you can see something like USDC, now publicly traded, has a lot of liquidity behind them. So definitely good. Other than that, I mean, really nothing other than that as far as on the markets for what's going on. It's just like what's shadowing the market right now is Elon and Trump. And you guys look at that. We actually did get rejected at that 1016. You guys can see, was that just a fake out? Are we coming back down? Should I open up a short? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll real quick. You guys tell me, what do you think I should do? What do you guys think? Should I open a short or should I open up a long? I will tell you, a lot of people are freaking backing Trump. I'm sorry, backing Elon on this. Are you going for Team Musk or Trump? We're going to look back at today and be like, bro, you remember this happened? Hell of a day to pick up some shit. Oh my god. I gotta be careful with Twitter, bro. What charts you guys want to bring up? I'm only going until my glass of rum stays. I'm got a full drink here. Let's do it. Everybody saying go long. What is the S&P futures looking like? Be good to maybe type. I don't know. I think futures already closed, but I mean they're technically up from where they closed. We'll see how tomorrow. It looks like honestly the S&P is trying to form some kind of an M pattern potentially, which would be like, that would be shitty. That would be shitty. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just stay. Everybody's saying, well, now somebody put in short. I'm like, I think I'm gonna probably just like sit this one out and just let it be, cause yeah, like I said, we're like literally a tweet away from either going crazy up or taking a crap and dropping below 100K. Looking to see if there's anything else. WLFI issues cease and desist notice of creators of official Trump wallet, because he's trying to create his own wallet right now. Bitcoin dives below 102 amid fading momentum and macro uncertainty. That was 2 hours ago. Bro, how did excuse me, how did the market just completely go bearish? Absolutely crazy, dude. Just goes completely bearish within hours. Right? We're so finicky. I'm not even going to pull up my portfolios right now. Damn, Moonpig dropped and then look at that. Moonpig dropped down to 1.6 cents and then look at that freaking 13% move towards the upside. If you were like just kind of trading this, not too bad. But I mean, you can see this moving average right here. I mean, it's still hanging below. So it's still, I mean, you can see obviously this thing ran up, hit that moving average. I don't even know what these moving averages are. This is the 20-day, I think. Who knows? I don't even know what indicator I have on my DEX. But you can see, obviously, this thing ran up, hit its head on the moving average. Looks like it's going to get rejected slightly. But, I mean, it's still down 21% for right now. Art said, Elon and Trump beef. Yes, bro. Elon's cooking, bro. I'm over here looking for stuff to buy, to be honest. I might end up adding, because I still need to add to my bag on Miro. And 1.9 cents does not seem like a bad deal. Does not seem like a bad deal. Hold on 1 second. All right. Had to let my dog in. I am seriously contemplating opening up potentially a long. This is just solely gambling right now. It's really what it is. It's 100% gambling at this point. Look at that freaking daily. Look at that daily candle. See, everybody was calling for some kind of a double top, right? But it really doesn't, like, when you're looking at the daily, you don't really see, like, if you go back to 2021, you could easily see, well, this is December 24. I mean, still the same thing, but you can see, right? You can go back and you look back at 2024 or 2021, you can see clearly a big ass double top, right? Everybody's been saying that that's what we're having, but we had a double top, right? A smaller one, and we went to the downside. As of now, I don't really see. They're trying to consider like this is one arch, and then making some kind of an M pattern. Oops. Something like this, right, to make a W or an M pattern, but I don't really see that really playing out. As far as now, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of like this is forming some kind of M pattern now where we're going to do something like this, and then eventually we'll start shooting up. Like I keep telling you guys, I'm telling you, you guys can cook me in the next few months, but I still do think that like 120 to 130 is most likely going to be the top for Bitcoin, right, for this cycle. I know it's like against all beliefs, and everybody's sitting here telling everybody that we're running up to 200, 300, $1 million. But they did the same thing back in 2021 and they got so many people freaking wrecked in 2021 where they basically were like, we were at 65,000 right below our high, and it was the second time running up to the 60s. And everybody's like, nope, we're going to 100K. It's $100,000, right? So you had all these people opening up leverage. You had all these people freaking just holding on for dear life, right? Hodling. And we went to 68, 69K. And after that, we were in a bear market for the next 2 years, right? So many people got cooked. The reason why I bring this up is because it's the same shit going on now, right? Now, maybe we blast by that 120, 130. Maybe we run up to maybe 150, 175. We could. I'm not saying that we can't, because we have institutional money, unfortunately, that's pumping Bitcoin like crazy on top of retail, right? We really haven't seen that FOMO of the dumb money, retail money, come flying in like buku amount, right? We've seen it come, we've seen it go, right? But we haven't seen it like absolutely go apeshit. We haven't seen Ethereum even break and stay above 4K. Let alone any of the alts. We've seen some good movement with alts, but it's been short-lived, and it's been very fast towards the up and towards the down. So I still do think, regardless of everything that's going on, right, we still have an opportunity to really make some higher highs for Bitcoin and still get into this altcoin season. But I'm telling you, I hope I'm wrong, but I really don't think that we're going to be breaking up to some of these numbers that some of these people are saying. Like I honestly think like 125, 130 for Bitcoin, and then we're in altcoin season, and then we're eventually in a bear market, right? And I've been 100% transparent on the bear market. It's coming in 2026, 100%. So we'll see how it plays out. But today kind of just stinks. It really does stink because, alts are just getting cooked. But if you look at it as a different aspect, right, and you look at it as maybe this is, you're still getting that opportunity to buy in on some of these projects, even if it's not long term, right? Like Miro, like I keep because Miro is up 1.9 cents. I mean, if this thing just runs back up to like where it was just a few weeks ago, 4 cents, 4+ cents, that's a 2 or 3x easily on Miro, right? With a $19 million market cap, that's not a guarantee, but that's an easy move towards the upside. Wouldn't take much, right? And that's the same thing for a lot of these projects right now. They're basically, they've lost pretty much a lot of their gains. So Punk, what's going on, bro? That's right. You've been hitting me up after the fact. You're here, bro. Flip said, I don't think retail will get excited until 150K. I mean, if that's the case, bro, then we're cooked. Honestly, if retail's not going to get excited until Bitcoin gets to 150K, that's insane. That's insane. That's like ass backwards, right? They should be excited when Bitcoin hits $70-something thousand, not when Bitcoin's freaking topping out at 150. I do believe with you. I do agree with you though. With the 100,000 is old news because it is. It's old news to all of us, right? It really is. It's old news to all of us. People are kind of just like, I always tell you guys, that's how crypto is. Crypto is just like, you're running when we were getting to 100,000 for the first time, hell yeah, Bitcoin broke 100,000. You're freaking ecstatic, right? You fast forward a few months, and we're just like, all right, cool. Now we want 150. Now we need 200,000. It's just like it's nothing. It's nothing. So Punk said, shoot, folks, pockets are hurting right now. I think that's for a lot of people right now. That's why I'm always telling everybody. I'm always literally telling everybody. I'm like, bro, secure the bag, right? I'm always telling everybody, secure the bag, not financial advice. Just secure the bag because shit like this is coming. Shit like this is coming, right? Supposedly, they said that Elon blocked Trump on on X. I don't know how accurate that is, but and I don't mean block. I mean like he removed him from X again. We'll see how that plays out. A lot of people are saying that we have to protect Elon at all costs, right? Trump's probably sitting there like, I think I'm gonna have to put a hit out on him. I wonder James Wynn. I wonder what's going on with this guy. This poor guy. And I say poor guy. The guy has more money than all of us, even after losing all that. He said this last tweet, back in the trenches, need to make that 100 million back. What are we buying? My boy was up $90 million. Look at that. It's all gone. He claims Fartcoin Dev has bundled 80% plus supply. He's now trying to offload on OTC over the counter with me. Take this information as you will. Maybe that's why Farcoins have been down like crazy. Flip said, I think we ride this out and we're okay. I agree, bro. You know what I'm going to give you guys what I honestly think is going to happen in the next few hours and going into tomorrow. Is the Asian market, right, and European markets are going to be opening up soon. They're going to be waking up, right? That side of the world is going to be, getting up. The people that aren't up all night like us, watching the markets. I'm thinking that we might see a little bit more sell pressure, right? Given that a lot of fresh people are going to be seeing what's going on. And just, because they watch the states, right? They're watching the states. Tomorrow, if things don't get better, the stock market's probably going to be, waking up in the red as well. So a lot of people are going to be anticipating that, right? So you're going to see probably, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised the dollar hasn't spiked, right? But regardless, I wouldn't be surprised if gold spikes tomorrow, potentially, right, with fears. Maybe we see a little bit more sell pressure across the stock market, especially in the crypto market, right, with Bitcoin alts particularly. But I think as, tomorrow unfolds, tomorrow also I keep saying this, we have unemployment rate dropping tomorrow, non-farm payrolls as well, right? Which it's technically wasn't going to be a good day tomorrow, I think, in regardless, because we're forecast to have created less jobs than what our previous is. If we come even lower than what we're forecast, it's probably not going to be a good day tomorrow, regardless in the market. But what I'm getting to is I think maybe a little bit more sell pressure. But other than that, I think as the days go by next week, we kind of brush all this BS off, and then we'll most likely start moving back towards the upside. So, I mean, it is what it is as of now. These are things that, unfortunately we can't control, but probably could have predicted that this was probably going to happen, right? We most likely could have probably predicted that something like this was on the verge of occurring. So, Punk's asking, so at this point, if I'm up, take it out to or swap it over to USDC since it'll go lower, or leave it for now. I mean, brother, listen, that's something that you're gonna have to kind of figure out. It's really you're gonna have to ask yourself, do you think that we're gonna see more sell pressure, right? Do you think that whatever you're up on is gonna end up flipping into the red? How high are you up right now? Those are things you're gonna have to kind of ask yourself. Like I said, I think that we might see a little bit more. We potentially might see a little bit more sell pressure, but I think at some point this is going to blow over and the markets are going to easily just come right back up to where we were at. I'm not saying that we're going to start rallying like crazy, but you never know. Sometimes shit like this happens and a lot of the sellers get spooked out, and then you have the buyers just come right back in. Remember, we're only a few tweets away from, oh, me and Elon, we made up and everything's good, and and stuff like that, and the markets just start recovering. That's pretty much what we're dealing with as of now. This is not like a war just started over across the world and we're going to be in it for the long haul or anything like that. This is kind of just like, it is what it is right now, but easily can be resolved literally within an hour. All this shit could be resolved, so that's where it pretty much puts us at. So, I don't want to tell you, you go sell all your positions and then tomorrow you wake up and everything's right back up, and you just missed out on like a 20 or 30% move towards the upside. So, but the members only stream yesterday, I did fair warn everybody that the markets looked like we were, and this was even regardless of what happened today, it just looked like the markets, remember yesterday, I kept saying short-term bearish, long-term bullish, right? And that was as of yesterday. Remember yesterday, I had a short open. Remember the members, I had a short open. I know some of you guys were like, what the hell? Why do you have a short open? And I was telling you guys, I'm short-term bearish, I'm long-term bullish, right? And that's what I kept telling everybody on the members only stream. Short-term, I think we're going to have a little bit of pain, and that's pretty much what we've seen today. But long term, I still do think that we haven't even gotten near altcoin season yet. See something here. Just extending these ranges here to see. I mean, shit, this was like, looking at this chart now, it was like almost clear as day that we probably were going to be breaking down. We kept trying to break above this trend right here. And this channel, we couldn't break in. Hindsight 2020, right? I don't know, guys. What is the poll saying? 56% saying I should probably open up a long. 44% saying I should open up a short. I don't know, guys. I should have put the option of should I just sit on the sidelines? Because I kind of like that option. Just sit on this. If I open up any position, it's going to be small. You definitely don't want to be going crazy on leverage right now because, like I keep saying, at least with our stuff that we have that we're holding on to, you can just hold on to it, right? You know, long term, it's going to end up doing good, right? But like with leverage, that's a whole nother beast right there. Whole nother beast right there. I'm guaranteeing today we're in 55 neutral. Tomorrow we're most likely going to be back into, we're going to be close into fear, which is going to be kind of giving us that, those indicators that we're back into a buy session, right? Believe it or not, that's how fast we went from greed. And I guarantee tomorrow we're going to be, if we're in neutral, it's going to be close to fear. It's going to be very close to fear because there's going to be a lot of fear in the market. There's a lot of fear right now in the market, you know, so. Ricky's giving you guys the cheat code. He said down, up, down, down. Hey, Ricky, turn that frown into a smile, bro. Turn that frown upside down, bro. Ricky's the biggest bear I know. I'm just kidding. Ricky's the biggest bull I know. Jay, what's going on, bro? What's going on, brother? We're kind of just sitting here reflecting off of everything that's going on today, right? I'd hate to give out some serious TA and then we get a tweet about something. Look at this. Oh, this is 15 hours ago. BlackRock is selling all their Bitcoin. Bastards. That is something to keep an eye out on, though. BlackRock's been selling all their Bitcoin. Look at that. 300. What do they know? They probably already knew this shit was about to go down. Excuse me.
Thank you very much, media. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, any response to Elon Musk claiming that it's too far?
Flip, look.
Thank you very much, media. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Who else was like me where everybody was like, what the hell is this taco shit? I had to ask one of my buddies that's, you know, on the other aisle. Well, I'm on the middle of the aisle, but you know, I don't sit there. I'm telling you, I'm on the middle. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch any of that stuff. So it's like, you know, if there's anything going on right now, like as far as like any on those stations, I don't watch any of that shit. Look at this. I bought this after Elon went after Trump. Oh my God. Yo, that's right. The left is going to start loving Elon now. Here we go. I know Tesla got cooked today, man. Tesla got absolutely cooked today. Windy O said, well, Coinbase added Farcoin to their roadmap today. In the midst of civil war, we are not a serious industry. Oh, man. What a flippin' day today, guys. Well, shit, I don't know if there's anything else for us to freaking talk about. Today's, one of those days. Just getting back to where Bitcoin is real quick. So like I said, guys, tomorrow we have unemployment dropping. We've seen a massive, I'm not going to say massive, but we've seen a considerable drop in the markets as a whole today. We'll see how this all plays out. Remember, I'm expecting tonight, maybe in the next few hours, where we're getting a little bit more sell pressure potentially coming in. As of now, it looks like, on this little wannabe, V-shaped recovery, we've so far have hit our head at around 101.6, around that area. That seems to be a spot for some resistance. This obviously is a spot for support. We bounced off of this previously, so it is obviously going to be some resistance for now. We'll see how this plays out. Like I said, I'm expecting maybe a little bit more added on sell pressure to the markets as the other side of the world kind of wakes up and they kind of see what's going on over in the States. But with that being said, I mean, not financial advice, but maybe a good time to be kind of accumulating on some of these projects that are down 10-15% for today on these alts. Because remember, we haven't even really moved up much on alts. So them being down 10 or 15% is really just taking away the gains that we've seen them make in the last few months, right? So you're kind of back into these buy zones on a lot of these projects, particularly meme coins as of now. So I know as of I get off the stream later on today, I probably will be looking to accumulate, a little bit more stuff that I've been buying or that I've been holding on to as of now. Solana, look at that. Solana's down to 140, 143. Holy crap. Bounced off of one of our zones right here, this support level at 141. You can see that. You can see, even Solana losing a lot of its gains that we've seen in the last, month or two. So we'll see how this plays out. All we do know is that regardless of whatever's going on, not good for the market, right? At the end of the day, it's not good for the market. Long term, like I keep saying, I think that it'll play out decently as far as accumulating on some of these projects that have been maybe hit pretty hard today, right? But for right now, just not good. Not good for the market, not good for traders or anything like that. So let's hope we see a fast V-shaped recovery as far as what we've seen today, the drop. Hopefully we see a nice recovery. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it. Just a shitty day, right? So keep your heads up. We'll be all right. Tomorrow we'll be back here. Ricky said, I warned the first and second week of June, but even I didn't believe it. Well, believe it, brother. We're here. We are. What the hell? We are here, bro. So, all right, guys. With that being said, have a great night. Keep your heads up. We'll be back tomorrow, all right? All right. See ya.